Hey guys, what's going on? This is Quentin, aka Mr. CPMD, aka Mr. Crypto Pays Me Daily, and I am super excited to be here today. Today is Thursday, May the 16th, and we have a special show today for you guys, introducing one of the most unique crypto opportunities that I have come across. I'm super excited to talk about it, and I have some guests today that will be on with us. I have them on the backstage right now. I'm going to introduce them in just a second. But I'm going to bring some guests up, even the founder of this company today. We're going to talk about the project. We're going to talk about why it's important, how it's unique, how you can get yourself positioned to be able to start earning for some just things that we do every single day. And so I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited about bringing projects that just are legit, right? We've all been just tore up over the last few years with all of the scams, the rug pulls, but it's very refreshing now to have some real legit DeFi projects, 100% decentralized projects that we can participate in. So we're going to get right into it. So just real quickly, if you've not subscribed to the CPMD Crypto Pays Me Daily YouTube channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, drop a like, turn on those notifications so that you don't miss any of the content. And if you are not in the CPMD private Facebook community, you want to make sure that you are there. Answer all 4 questions so you can get in and so that you don't miss any of the opportunities here on the channel. Now, let's move right into it. It's called GetFit Mining, guys. GetFit Mining, really incredible. I've been a part of it now for, I would say, just over a week. I got myself positioned and started last week, and I'm telling you, I have been super excited about it. Why? Because we have a chance to bring our communities back together. Also, we have something to offer where people can just test drive it, right? They can get started, not necessarily having to use money to get themselves going, right? And again, something that is 100% real. So at this time, I'm going to go ahead and bring up some of my special guests. The first person I want to bring up is the actual founder of GetFit Mining. I've been on some of her Zooms. I've heard her. She is just an incredible mind when it comes to this crypto space, decentralization. She understands it 100%. She's put this project together, using her own funding and her own ideas to put together something super incredible and GetFit Mining. So without further ado, the first person I want to bring up is Miss Lynette Artin. All right. Are you there, Miss Lynette?
I'm here. How you doing?
I am great. Thank you so much for coming on to the channel today. There's not really a lot of times where you reach out to founders and they say, hey, look, I'm there, whatever you want to do, I'll be there. And you did that, right? You're giving up your time to come here to share your idea. I know you're passionate about your company and about what you've created here with GetFit Mining. And so I'm excited to just be able to be a part of it. And I know today we're going to get to hear from you about how this thing even started, right? How did it come about? And what's your vision for it? I think that's important when we look at projects. And then not only that, you're here, right? There have been so many things that we've done before where we never see who's behind it. They never show their face. They never show their name. And I think by you doing this, it just shows us that you're not hiding anything, right? You're here for the people. You're here to empower people, to help people. And that's my goal. And that's what I'm passionate about. So I just want to thank you again. And I appreciate you coming.
Well,
And if
thank
there's
you. I
anything you
appreciate
want
you
to
having me.
share, go ahead, go take it away if you'd like to share anything.
Sure. Well, first of all, thanks for having me. I do love talking about Get Fit. Sometimes I get on a rampage and I don't stop. But first, I want to explain that this is not a company, and that's extremely important. Any of you that have been involved in a company or something that's centralized, you're then dealing with a person, an entity, a group of people who are in control over your funds. They're in control over whether that company is successful or not. This is a decentralized project. There is no central point of authority. The community actually owns this project, meaning it's completely community driven. When I say that, it's ran and run by nothing but smart contracts. It doesn't need me to push a button. I'm not in control of anything. I'm not the custodian of anybody's money. That's the true meaning of decentralization. when you get involved in different projects, quote unquote projects that say they're decentralized, just because you have a token on a decentralized exchange or a DEX exchange does not make it decentralized. Because if there's anything that whoever created that project, or if it's got any centralization in it at all, it's a company. Okay. If there's at any point where a person is managing the way that operates, you have a company. So with GetFit Mining, everything is managed by smart contracts. You are in control of whether it's a success for you or not. You're in control of your money. So for an example, when I got started with GetFit, I did not know that there was a move to earn space. I was working with another friend of mine who has created different projects and really learning what the NFT space is. And the NFT as a JPEG just drives me crazy because I don't see any value in that at all. Yet I just don't. That's my own personal opinion. It doesn't mean
I
others
agree.
don't.
I've
I
lost a lot
just
of
don't
money
see
too.
the value. Yeah.
I agree.
And so, but there's technology with non-fungible tokens. And so I've worked with our lead developer, Waleed, since about 2012. And
Wow.
an exceptional man when it comes to the way his brain works as well. And so whenever I take something to him, I know he's just shaking his head going, oh my God. You know what I mean? So when I took Get Fit to him, I started doing my research. I wanted to work in that NFT space, but I wanted to really bring technology behind those non-fungible tokens. Then I wanted to do something that everybody's already doing, and we're breathing, we're moving, we're alive. I wanted something that the entire world would have an opportunity to take advantage of, not, necessarily lotions, potions, or things that you find in your typical MLM companies, right? And so I started researching the move turn space. One, for me, I have an overactive metabolism. So I'm always sometimes I'm too skinny, right? So I'm always trying to put the weight on. So I'm very conscientious of what I do during a day as far as physical activity. And so I started research and I was shocked. Wow, okay, there's a move turn space. Great. Now I've got something to at least compare what my mind is telling me to do and what's already out there. When I started researching, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be easy. This is fun because I know what to do, And so when you get involved in a project, one, you've got to know what's going on behind the scenes. And you have to be involved in something that's completely decentralized. That's what the crypto space is about. It's about giving users the control. And so we knew going into this that there would be no centralization at all to this. Everything would be managed by smart contracts. And so it took about 6 months to write out the blueprint. And if you're going to have a successful project, you need an ecosystem. There's got to be utility behind that token. And so all of you have seen it, pre-sales, whether they're legal or whether they're not. Okay. The SEC doesn't like them. Why? Because you're buying those tokens at less than market value, and you're buying them expecting to get a return on that investment before there's a use for those tokens. Now, in the SEC's view, that it should be registered as a security. So the one thing we were going to make sure that we did was follow, to the best of our knowledge, how the SEC is going to want a project to be built. One, no pre-sale.
Right.
Don't undervalue the token and sell it off to raise the funds to build this project. So we did none of that. Second, build the project first. Make sure you've got utility behind that token so that it's not considered a security. There's a use for that token. And that way, now you have a utility token. You do not have a token that is a security. And second, build the ecosystem. Build it the way Bitcoin was designed. That is the way you build something to be successful. So to give you just a quick overview, you come in, you have to have those miners. Those miners are 3D, they're interactive, they have an algorithm behind them, and they're programmable. So the screen on our NFTs, when we turn on that feature, which happens with the arenas and the Hall of Fame, which is part of the gamification, it tracks by a point system based on what you've recorded to the blockchain as you're going through the arenas to reach the Hall of Fame, which increases your miner's mining power. So our highest powered miner can go from 300% mining power all the way up to 1,000% and higher based on your physical activity. Now, everybody knows that with technology today, everybody's leading sedentary lifestyles. We sit in front of a computer, we're on our phones, games, everything we do, it's slowing us down. Physically, people aren't moving like they used to. I live on a dead-end street, but there's kids on my street. I never see them out there playing kick the can, kick ball, never see them playing hide and seek, ditch them. I mean, I was outside from dawn till dusk, you know. My mom was out there whistling, flipping on the porch light for us to come in, and we're like, oh my God, we got to come in already. You don't see that anymore. And so that is what leads to obesity, chronic illness and disease, certain cancers, and moving. A lot of people confuse, you know, exercise with, I got to go to the gym. No, you don't. You just got to move more. You got to make that movement more intense. So we wanted something encapsulated all of that. So we get your steps, your distance, calories burned, your workouts, and your sleep, because sleep is important for recovery. And so the calories in your sleep, those are low level mining, but it's still mining. So you're literally mining 24 hours a day and you're getting more fit. We've got testimonials. People will tell you, I've lost 100 pounds. I've lost 70 pounds, 60 pounds, 50 pounds. You know, people have called me up and said, wow, this has actually changed my life. I never went to the gym. And now I'm skinny. My wife is telling me, go buy a belt and get some new jeans, you know? So I love hearing those stories because it goes to prove that we just need to move more. So
and you did say, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but you did say while you were sleeping.
Yep, while you're sleeping, you're mining, because deep sleep, REM sleep, core sleep, light sleep, all of that, it gives you different mining, you know, powers.
And so if you're mining, you're basically telling me I can get paid to sleep.
You're getting paid to sleep.
And that's
you're getting paid while you sleep. Truly, in that sense, it's really true. And we use a form of mining. It's called hash mining, and we've coined the term proof of physical activity. So now we've got something that everybody across the globe is doing, right? You're moving. Now we have a system, a platform that everybody needs to use. You're already doing this, so you might as well get paid to do it. Now we've got the miner. Okay, you have to mint those. Those are minted in real time. We don't have an inventory of these. They're all unique. There's no two alike, but this is what you need to plug in to what we call the mining dock. Your phone or your fitness tracker, those are basically like your mining nodes. Exactly. And you need those to track that fitness. It's coming from Apple Health if you're iOS, it's coming from Google Fit if you're on an Android. And so we don't store that data. You are recording it to the blockchain. Literally, every single day you submit that proof of physical activity. It's recorded to the blockchain. Everybody can see it. That validates the tokens that you mined from that proof of physical activity. When you claim those tokens, you're instantly, those tokens are sent to your wallet. From that point, everything you do in the system is calling a smart contract. It doesn't need me. If I walked away from this system today, it would continue on without me. What it needs is the community. And so I had an interesting question, and I've gotten it several times, but last night, especially, it was a pretty long conversation. We were talking about, the ecosystem. And they said, well, what are you going to do? Let's say you have 100,000 people who are using GetFit Mining, and not one single person mints another miner and comes in to get fit. That's not what we need. We don't need new money coming in. That's not what runs GetFit Mining. If let's say you get to 100,000 people and not one person ever minted another miner and joined the community, we are still solid, because we have 100,000 people in the community who are using the app. They're submitting their proof of physical activity. There's an in-app fee that's part of the ecosystem. When you claim, there's an in-app fee that's part of the ecosystem. If you create a challenge, if you join a challenge, if you create an event, you join an event, when you lease out your miners, when you click on the mining dock, those miners, and you plug them in, those are mining fees. When you upgrade your miners from our low powered to our highest powered, there's a cost. That's all ecosystem. It all goes to liquidity. So for example, if you have 100,000 people a day who are submitting, you're looking at 12 to $20 million a month that's going into liquidity with just that amount of people. Why? Because they're using the system. They're in the ecosystem. So it doesn't need that influx of new money. It needs the community who's using the system and those tokens that you use.
Microtransactions.
Yeah. So
There
just
we
like Bitcoin, Bitcoin doesn't have, listen, you guys, when you get involved in projects and do the pre-sales, what do they tell you? Buy as many of these tokens as you can. Guess what? You get to pair it to BNB or whatever token they're going to use, and you get to provide the liquidity. Well, guess what? They get to pull that liquidity too. So it makes that project very unstable, very volatile. And so here, the community doesn't provide that liquidity in that form. You're using the system. So essentially, you are providing the liquidity, but not by creating those pairs and injecting it. By using the ecosystem, it is a self-sustaining ecosystem, self-funding. People see value in the application, which they do. They're losing weight. They're becoming more healthy. They're feeling better. They're mining tokens. We've got the airdrop, so we can do project collaboration. Multiple projects can airdrop to our community. So you can be mining other projects' tokens, not just GetFit Mining, but fully self-funded ecosystem. It's completely managed by the community. There's no central point of authority. This project can never fail because it doesn't have human interaction.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I mean, decentralization, we talk about that with crypto, and there's all these different things that are coming out, right? These different programs and projects that you can be a part of, but they're not really crypto projects. They're not truly 100% decentralized. Like
99% of them are not.
and this
And,
is why
here's
we
the other
see
thing.
rug pulls, right? I mean, that's why,
Yeah.
because they're not
Rug pulls.
decentralized.
You do that pre-sale, right? What do you got? Whales,
Yep.
rug pulls.
Yep.
But no investors are here. Yeah, okay, people have invested, if you want to use the word invest, because they purchase miners. But I'm talking about investors, like millions of dollars invested to build the system, millions of dollars that were spent on pre-sale. None of that is here.
Right.
It's completely debt-free. We wrote the code from scratch, from the ground up. There's no third-party systems at all, zero. So if a third-party system in other projects fail, guess what? That project failed. It doesn't exist here. It's completely self-sufficient, all on its own. It's a beautiful thing.
It is, and I'm gonna tell you, and it's so clean. I mean,
Mhm.
just the apps and the DApp. I mean, it's clean. Like I was using it and just going through it, and I'm like, man, they created this. I was like, this is nice. Like it's hot. So you did a great job, great job with that. I'm super stoked. I know I don't know. I know we could talk about this thing for an hour, right? I mean, there's so much information, and you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are already doing calls and all of this stuff, and we're definitely going to use those as well. I appreciate you doing this for my community, but is there anything else that we need to know about this project that you would like to share with us for sure?
Well, I think let me say, I already started, didn't I? Let me continue. Everybody's heard of Step In, and I'm not talking bad about Step In, but I started putting pen to paper about the same time. And, I've done my research on them. And, they started out with 2 million users in their like first 90 days, which was phenomenal. I mean, you can't say anything bad about that, right? But 2.5 years later, they got about 11,000 users. And it's,
Wow.
it's doing this number. And so I look at it like this. We really took the time to build in the self-funding ecosystem 2.5 years. So while they're, pedaling backwards, we're just getting started. We're just opening it up to the world, right? We started out with our beta testers because we wanted to make sure that we brought the full ecosystem, that the development was complete to where we needed to start building a community, which is where we're at. So, I always tell people, hey, there's multiple move to earns out there. Use them. You're already doing the physical activity. It can't hurt you. It's only going to give you, you never know what token's just going to go to the moon. But you definitely don't want to leave Get Fit out of that equation because it is the most sustainable project, in my opinion, in the crypto space. Most projects are gone within 6 months of getting started. and we're already going on our 3rd year. Now, even though we haven't done a major push for the community, that's only something positive. That just means that we wanted to develop that technology first. So that when we took it to the community, they knew they had something solid. And so that's what's here. And then next, we didn't want any barrier of entry. And so we have all levels of miners. We have Lenny, who is a 20% miner. He's completely free. Is it going to make you rich tomorrow?
What did you say? He's what?
Free.
Free, like
free, no money.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Now you have to have a little bit of BNB in your wallet because you got to mint him.
For
you know,
fees,
you got to
right?
create him. So I mean, if you had a few bucks in your wallet, of BNB, you'd be able to get Lenny for free. Or no, Bob is free. I'm sorry. Bob the miner is free.
Okay,
He's
Bob.
the one that's 20%. I'm getting myself confused here. But he mines with 20% mining power.
Maybe I had
Bob, Bob the miner. And so he has 20% mining power. But here's what I tell people. You know what? It's a great place to get started because if you just mine with Bob at 20% and you never ever spent one of those tokens over the next 3 to 5 years, you could become very wealthy and retire. That's a really good retirement plan, and you didn't spend any money because to plug Bob in is free. So we wanted to make sure that every single person could get involved, even if they couldn't afford it. Yes, you're going to have some BNB to cover the mining fees. You can't record to the blockchain if you don't have the mining fees. You know what I mean? So
those fees are very minimal. So it's great that it's BNB because I mean
exactly
a couple bucks, like you said, you can get you can do what you need.
Yep. And then we have Lenny. He's the 50% miner, mining power, and then primaries all the way up to the Omegas. But right now we're running that promotion. So we really want people to be able to get involved and use it. And then when we, probably by the time we hit July 9th, we'll be rolling right into our full system. Right now it's a push, 25,000, 50,000 people in the community. That makes it extremely stable. At that point, you've got liquidity going in every single day, heavy liquidity. You've got a token that is going up in value. It's stabilizing with the ecosystem that provides that liquidity. It's the way it's designed to do. That liquidity is locked. So even myself cannot pull that liquidity.
That's that's the thing that we don't really know about projects a lot of time. And this is the reason why, they belly up or they just disappear or rug pull on us because somebody has access to it. So just knowing that's great. And sorry if it's noisy over here because we just got like the hugest storm. I know you probably heard these.
Yeah, we've had one here too.
These alarms are going off like tornado warning and everything. I can see the lightning and stuff. You can't even see outside because I'm like 25 floors up and it's like completely dark behind me. So if the lights go out, just bear with it.
Hopefully it's nothing too
hopefully
major.
It won't happen. Hopefully that won't happen. But yes, I know you got a lot going on, and I know you've said a lot here, and I don't want to take up all of your time.
Nope,
and I
you're
don't
good.
want to.
I set this time aside for you, so I'm in no rush.
Well, I appreciate that so much, and and I know I've got some people here in the back end that we definitely want to bring up as well. So if you can just hang tight with us, I'll keep you here on the screen in case we need anything from you. I want to bring up one of the gentlemen here that's kind of just spearheading this project. He's just an incredible crypto person. I've been in a few different projects with him up to this point, and man, he's got the goods, right? He knows how this thing works. He knows how to explain it. And I'm just honored to be in partnership with him and to be able to work with him because look what he's doing for me. He's taking time out of his day to come over here and help and work with me and my community. And so I'm just, thankful and honored to have him. So at this time, I want to bring up Mr. Brandon Ivy. I know you got your own community that you're dealing with, but you're over here helping me and mine. So, welcome, sir. And glad to have you here.
Well, Quentin, thank you for having me here. You're a superstar. Like you said, we've worked
trying to be like you.
And I know your work. I know what you're able to do. I know that you have a large following as well. People, you've helped a lot of people make a lot of money, try to steer them in the right direction. And congratulations to you for your success in building your community. So it's an honor to be here with you.
Man, honored, the same to you. I mean, you're helping a lot of people too. So we have a lot of the same, principles that we follow. We just want to see people win in this space, right? They've been hurt so many times. What can we bring to our communities to really help and empower them? Not bring them backwards, but help lift them up, right? Like
Exactly.
we've been going, sometimes we're just spinning our wheels or we're going the wrong way. And it's just like, we've been in some that didn't work, right? I mean, and people got hurt. And it's just like refreshing now to be able to have some things that we know can work. So I'm going to step out of the way. I know you want to talk about a little bit of the project and how people can get started and how that side of it works. And so I'll just let you take it away, and I'm all ears to listen.
Well, I'll tell you, you just said something important that, we've been a part of things that haven't worked in the past. And it wasn't because it didn't have a good idea and it didn't have a good plan. Execution didn't work right, bad timing, bad leadership on the creator's part, being misled. And so, I learned what Jim Rohn always says, you can't control the things that happen to you, but you can control how you respond to it. And I'm a firm believer of this industry of blockchain technology and crypto, that this is going to change the world. And for us, this is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. And all we have to do is get in front of that so that we can be a part of if we can find the right opportunities, either find one or create one ourselves to benefit from that. And because of what's happened recently over the last couple of years with different programs that have been promising the world and leading people astray, people lost their homes, lost their money, lost their savings with promises and guarantees. I was looking for something that we can bring to the community that is as risk-free as possible. There's no such thing as absolutely no risk, but in something that where at least people can't lose. And that was what my initial intent was when my partner called me up and said, "Hey, Brandon, you got to look at this mining app called GetFit." And I was like, mining app, GetFit, what is that, health and wellness? And he said, yeah. And see, I'm in the crypto space. I teach crypto education. So I had no main desire to go into the health and wellness space at the time because it wasn't in line with what I was currently doing. But I also understand that I turned 48 years old this year and that I need to start to pay more attention to my wealth, but I'm not my health. But that alone did not incentivize me to go out and make sure I'm getting better healthy. We know this. We know we're supposed to do it. But Lynette says something very powerful. It actually gave me an aha moment listening to her right now. She said, a lot of people out there think that getting fit means you got to get a gym membership and go to the gym and become Adonis or The Rock or somebody to get healthy. And when New Year's rolls around, everybody says, my New Year's resolution is to make more money and to get in better shape. And within 3 weeks of your gym membership, you quit, you never go to the gym again, and you're back to your unhealthy lifestyle. But the reason is because we haven't been incentivized. So when my partner, Peter, called me up and said, Brandon, here's the deal with GetFit Mining. This is an opportunity that is allowing anybody, no matter who they are, no matter how much success or failure you've had in the past, the opportunity to earn anywhere between $200 to $1,500 a month based on the value of the token at the time, without having to recruit, with no auto ship, with at that time we had it with $250 to get started, and you make it on your own physical activity in a smart contract, not a company. That part really got to me because how many times have we been a part of companies that's centralized and all of a sudden they got all this new money coming in, the CEOs lose their mind, don't know how to act, and end up everybody getting screwed and hurt. But a smart contract is based on math, not feelings, not emotions, not religion, not politics, just math. If you do the work, you get paid. And so when he showed me that, I said, wow, we've got people out there that is hurting our economy right now. They're just looking for a couple $100 a month without having to get a second job to cover some of their bills. This is a perfect program that allowed them to do that on their own physical activity. That's how I originally saw it. It wasn't until maybe 30 days after I realized that we can make millions with this, that this is going to create a movement, a revolution that once people figure it out, it's going to explode. And I realized nobody figured it out yet. So I said, okay, this has been around for a couple of years. Lynette did not know who I am when I got started. I didn't tell her who I was. It's a smart contract based on performance. My name is not on there. It's only your wallet. So I said, let me just do it. Lead by example. So I started doing presentations. I rallied our team together. And once I realized the big picture of what this project is going to do for the community and for all of us, and that is really in our hands. We built this community. We built the size, the value of the token and everything based on what we do. I said, oh, this is much bigger than I originally thought. And I figured out how to integrate it into my own crypto education company for our people, for our members, so that you have that passive income coming in. And then we're going to teach you, what do you do with the money that you make it, how to build your portfolio, how to, if you're a part of other health and wellness programs out there, this is not in competition. I ran into that a little bit from other leaders who think that, you know, the Live Goods out there and the others, that we're trying to pull their people. I'm like, no. We're not selling products like you are. So there's no competition here. There's no monthly auto ship here. So you don't have to worry about people taking the auto ship they're paying for your company to pay over here. This is simply rewarding you for your physical activity by downloading an app on your phone. So if you're already running around taking selfies, taking pictures of yourself in the gym, you're promoting a healthy lifestyle, are you getting paid to do so? And if the answer is no, why not? Why not add this on top of what you're doing? So now your members actually have money to pay for your auto ship. Your members now have money to pay to get in other crypto projects. They have money to build their portfolio. And then, see, you know my story. I told people I started with $30 and flipped that into 7 figures from that $30. So most people are thinking, they got their savings. They got to do this. They got to pull their work. No. If you use your own physical activity, if you're willing to work for it, and then take that money and build, but GetFit did something else. And this is why I said I realized it's much bigger than what I originally thought. We've got the leasing part in place where people are able to take their miners and put it on a dock to lease to people who can't afford it. We've got an opportunity where people can get started without having to pay any money and still earn. So it's not a pay to play. We don't have a situation where we got to worry about a pump and dump taking place. And we just announced, which I was sharing with you last night, is a partnership opportunity. Now, why is that important? See, I tell people in crypto, you know, getting tokens and the right one might make you rich. It might make you a little bit of money. But what's going to make you wealthy is finding the right project in the blockchain space that's going to be around for a long period of time and figuring out how you can get a piece of that. Not just, you know, regular commissions, but a piece of that. So what Lynette has created is created an opportunity for 50 individuals to be able to receive royalty fees on the entire smart contract. Now, here's what's unique about this. If you know, and we know, when top leaders move from one company to another, they either want to have bridge money, a signing bonus, performance bonuses, or whatever upfront money to help them move over, and then they turn around to their members and say, yeah, I made this much money already, you guys come and do what I did, you can make the same money. And they never disclose they got that signing bonus. But it's the top, it's the secret game that's played behind the scenes. This is a decentralized smart contract, so there is none of those games. It's based on who does the work. So Bill Gates said in 2014 that Bitcoin is freedom before he started talking crazy, but he was right. The entire crypto space is not based on who you know, is not based on your religion, your skin color, what language you speak, is not based on who you know. It's based on you doing the work. So here, no matter who you are, if you do the work, you can become one of those top 50 and receive partnership royalties, which I'll go into a different time. In fact, I just recorded a video, a 10-minute video. I don't think you haven't seen it yet. I just finished recording it, that shows how the royalty will work for those who want to have it, so that the smart contract is going to reward those of us who help to build the community for all of us. Did you want to comment on that one, Quentin?
I definitely want to be one of those 50. It's hence the reason why we are launching this today. I mean, but it just makes sense, right? Like this all makes sense. A lot of times we see things and it looks really good, but it doesn't make sense. And it
Right.
usually doesn't work because of that reason, right? Like, yeah, it sounds great, but logically not really possible. What we're talking about here is something that's really, really possible. And, you know, like you said, to be able to royalties, I mean,
And voting rights too. It's governance.
voting rights for the, you know,
That's
for
a
what's
checks
going to
and
happen.
balance to make
Yeah,
sure
I
one
mean,
person can't make a change.
hey,
And
that's
it's paid in
crypto.
real time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crypto. And see, and I think a lot of people don't understand that because we haven't really had a lot of those real crypto opportunities presented to us. We've just got these real fluffed up things that just say we're going to give you these outrageous percentages and you're going to get rich, you know, in 30 days or overnight or a couple weeks. And that's not realistic. But
Right.
and I had to make a shift myself. You know, I had to make a shift myself and I said, look, I don't have to get rich tomorrow. It'd be great, but I don't have to. I don't have to get rich next month. I don't have to get rich in even a year. But if I have something that is sustainable, that is real, that I can build month after month, year after year, in 3 years or 4 years,
Doing what you're already doing.
walking every single day, sleeping every single night, and taking my nap maybe in the day.
Oh, I think we lost Quentin. You still there? I see all the lightning happening behind him.
Yeah, I was gonna say it could be his storm.
He's having a huge storm. Well, I'll say this. Another key thing that since this is crypto, this pays out daily, which means as you're building the community and you're sharing with others, that the moment you share and make a sell, you're getting paid. I like what Peter was telling me earlier, what he was telling to some of his leaders, is that for the first time, I have money that is waiting for me instead of me waiting for commissions. You do the sell, it is already there before you even open up your dashboard to go get it. And so anybody that's saying, you know, I need to make some fast money right now, you can. In fact, there's two things that's taking place. The moment you download the app and you load your miners and you got them on the dock to get started, what's going to happen is you will start getting paid instantly because it's going to pull up the last 2 days of activities that you did. Most people don't realize that these phones have apps on them that's tracking all of your physical information. And then whether you even know it or not. So GetFit pulls that information, is going to credit you for your previous 2 days. And then within 24 hours, you're seeing it working every single day on your behalf. We also have a token that is not a promise token. It's not a token that's going to launch next year or anything. It's not one coin or any of those type of deals. This token is already on the marketplace. So I did this. When I first got started, I interviewed Lynette just like Quentin did. But before I went and I bought some tokens just to see that I can buy and I can sell before I got started and brought it to the community. I'm like, wow, this is I can see it on CoinMarketCap. I can see it on CoinGecko. I can see it on PancakeSwap. It's got a value to it. It's going up and down. It's got holders. It's a community that's already here. And they've got 2 years of practice without having to practice on me. This was a perfect storm and an opportunity. Now, I will say this as well. For those of you that are here listening on Quentin's team, we do have a special promo going on right now at 90% off. So we want to help you to not just get your business started, but get it launched because we want to build the community first. But since Quentin was on my team, I'm also doing a special promo as well. So I'm going to share that. Well, I will be doing a presentation tonight in about an hour and 20 minutes from now. And I don't know if I'm able to. Yeah, I think I could put the link here. No, to comments, connect my YouTube. Well, you can get it from Quentin or Herschel. The link for
I
our
think if you
presentation.
click join the chat, you should be able to leave it.
Yeah, I click to comment. Yeah. And then it's telling me to connect my
Oh, here he is.
Oh, there he goes.
Let me tell you guys, the weather.
Oh, he's gone again.
Hold on. I'm still here. Can you
Is
hear me?
Are you in Florida or where are you at?
I am in Houston, and
Oh.
I don't think this has ever happened where I've actually been on.
Yeah, what's happening? We see that
Here,
storm that's going on behind you.
I can literally hear the transformers exploding like
Wow.
outside. Like
That's
it's
not good.
yeah, it's pretty bad. And I guess I should have known when I got these the warnings on my phone that that it was something pretty serious. So so apologies there, but yeah, go ahead, guys. I'm just
Well,
gonna be the
what I was
background
sharing was that to everybody that I'm going to be doing a formal presentation in about an hour and 20 minutes from now, and inviting everybody to come out for that, and that we have special promos going on for our team for the rest of this month. Anybody that's getting started, so we'll be sharing that on the presentation as well for especially for your team. I got special promo for your team, Quentin, and for the leaders.
What was that? You got what?
I
I heard a word I like.
Yeah, special promo for your team and your leaders. So before I say that promo, I don't like to give people a drink of water with a fire hose, you know. So this is your first meeting, first introduction for some of your people to see this, and then you go ahead and get back with your leaders and your team to figure out who. And let me say this: we're looking for, and on our team, we're looking for 20 to 50 people who want to make some serious money. Even though we want to reach out 100,000 plus in our community, I'm looking for some top leaders that want to run with this. And so you get with your team. I got a special promo for everybody, but I have a special promo for those that want to make something happen in the next 30 days. See, when I get started in a business, I don't just get started, I launch. We launch a business. And our goal right now is to create massive momentum. And that only happens when we come out the gates exploding. So we'll start off. This was your first call just to introduce what we're doing to your community. Then I'm doing a presentation so that they can hop right on that one. And then we'll set up another call. You let me know, all right, these are the people that are ready to run. These people say, Brandon, they want to make $10,000 a month in the next 60 days. What do we need to do? And I got a special promo for that again and again. Guys, I believe in the philosophy of performance. You know, it doesn't matter what you've done in the past. You know, you can't play big bank, take little bank with me. I'm not impressed by any of that. I'm impressed by your performance and what you can do. And you'll be very rewarded for that with this project. But I think this is the one. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. Do you realize? I realized that my first 30 days, I garnered more physical activity. My app is telling me that than I had in the previous 5 months combined. Wow. So just because of Get Fit, who knows what physical ailments or diseases I might be staving off in the future. Now, I just last month, I had a 28-year-old cousin who had a massive heart attack and a stroke at the same time, and they found blood clots in his body at 27, 28 years old. And so this isn't a time for us to take our health for granted. So if we can put a focus on helping people to get more healthy and fit and reward them at the same time with that, with an income, I don't see how we can lose. It's just a matter of time.
Right. Awesome. I didn't tell you too. I didn't know if there's anything that you might have wanted to share. You do have the ability to share your screen if there's anything there, or if there's anything that, I mean, I know somebody in here, they put, well, how do I get my NFT? So I don't know if you even want to touch maybe just even if it's 5 minutes of, you know, what does it look like for a person that says, look, I want to be in this deal. You know, what are my first couple steps of what I would maybe need to do? And then how can I start making that income if I want to share this opportunity? And you get, I mean, again, I know you're doing a full presentation, guys, so I want everybody to be on there, but you know, if you got 5 minutes to maybe just touch on that a little bit, and then I want to bring my other buddy up down there too. That's on the back page, because I can't forget about him as well. But I'm going to give you just, take it away. If you just could touch on that just a little.
Well, basically, here's the deal. This is a crypto project. I know your community may not be beginners, but they know a little bit about crypto. So you start off. You need BNB. So you want to get. We recommend using a MetaMask wallet. Get your BNB in place. The cost is $500 for 6 Omega miners. So you want to make sure you have about the cost to purchase the miners and to be able to dock them, about $650 ready to go. So
And that's
in
the
BNB,
top, right? So that's pretty much
That's
about the
top.
max that a person
that's the
can
max.
really
That's the
do,
max. The
right?
low
And
end
then
is
they have
250. Yeah,
right.
so we got 250. Well, actually, if you go to Lenny for $50, but we're not with your community, we're talking about making some money here.
Right.
So $500, that's the cost, $650. So with that $650, what you're going to do, get your BNB ready in the system. If anybody doesn't know how to do that, well, and they've never bought Bitcoin before, we'll show you how to do that.
Yeah, we can show.
Next, you're gonna give them a special promo link that will give them the opportunity to purchase at this 90% off. So they're gonna get this promo link, your promo link. All they have to do is they're gonna connect their wallet to it. I'm gonna let me share screen just a little bit here.
Yeah, go ahead, you have it.
And show you. Let's see, window. Oh yeah, I'm on StreamYard, so it's a little different.
There you go, and I'll bring it up. Boom,
So
there you go.
You see the screen?
Yep, we can see it.
Okay, so you're gonna have a promo page that looks like this. There's a video right here. Please take the time to watch the video. This video alone will walk you through everything you need to do. But the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna connect your wallet. So you connect your wallet and that you have your BNB attached to. You're gonna, if you're using the username of your sponsor, then you're going to see their wallet address and their username is going to pop up right there on step 2. Step 3 is going to activate your promotion. So right now you're being able to purchase 3 Omega miners for $250. So you're going to do this step twice. So you're going to click on activate. It's going to pull up your MetaMask wallet and you purchase your 3 Omega miners and it'll show down here, claim your miners, and you'll see the number 3. Do that step again, and you'll see this number go to 6.
Right.
Once
and we're talking about the serious people here, the people who want to maximize this opportunity and they want to earn as much as they can for their physical activity. This is what you want to do. All right. So
exactly. The next step is you're going to claim your miners. So just hit the claim button. You're going to claim one at a time till you have all 6 that's claimed. And then after that, you're going to pull up your phone, whether you have an iPhone or an Android, and you're going to download the GetFit app itself. Let me see. I should be able to. I don't know if StreamYard will do that. Oh, it's not going to let me do that.
What do you need to do? You need to share your phone?
Yeah, I wanted to share my phone.
Well, if you pull up your Zoom, can you share your phone on your Zoom?
Well, give me 1 second. I think I know what I can do here.
That's what I usually do. I open up Zoom and screen share there, and then it lets me share my actual phone. But
yeah, well, I have it on my computer.
Okay, great.
Connected. No, they're having an error code. Yeah, this happened to me earlier today, and I didn't have time to go back and try to fix it. So that's not going to work. But anyways,
no worry.
When you get on your phone, just go to on the home page right here at getfitmining.com. You'll see download GetFit Mining now. We have a tutorial video here that'll walk you through based on the type of phone you have. If you have an iPhone or if you have an Android. Now, if you have an Android, there's a version 13, there's a version 14 that you have to look on your phone to see which one you have. Now, the only challenge we have with not a challenge, this is why we want to take the time to show people how to sign up, is everybody has different phones. They've got different versions, so it's not universal. So we need to identify that step. So this isn't something you just want to throw your link out there and hope people are going to sign up. When you get anybody up, just walk them through the process. It only takes a couple of minutes. And we've got the videos here that will show how to do it. So you download the app onto your phone. The phone from there, you will see your miners that you purchased on there. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to unlock the docks. There's going to be 7 of them. The very first one is free. There's no cost. You're also going to have what we call an inner wallet. Let me stop sharing the screen because That's me up here. You're also going to have we call it an internal wallet. The app is not connected to your MetaMask wallet itself. So you never have to worry about, are they going to steal my data? They're going to steal my crypto, my wallet. Only thing the app is going to do is say, please input your wallet address in there so that when you do your submissions and claims, it gets sent to your wallet. And when you do that, when you put in your address there, it will recognize what NFTs, which is miners, you have connected to that wallet. So from there, you're going to dock them. Now, there are docking fees. This is how this is a self-sustaining ecosystem.
You can show the dock on your website if you go into your wallet.
Yes, I can. Let me share screen again.
And this is where that additional, your miners cost you 500, but then you got the additional about 150 or so that you're going to have to do so that you can, there we go. Yeah, you can have that little bit additional to dock.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So if I'm on my dashboard, I can click on in my NFTs right here, and you see open docs and claims. So click on the docs, you'll see I've got all of these are open. They're undocked. The first one's free. Each doc has a cost to unlocking. So once you unlock those docs, then you're going to place the miners that you want to have in them, and then you're good to go at that point. Yeah. And so another time we will have we'll do a special training on the specifics. Something else I want you to be familiar with as well is the YouTube channel for GetFit Mining. I got it right here. Be familiar with this. When I got started, I went back and I watched every video that they had. This is how I got familiar with everything, and we have everything in detail for you to use and how to get yourself set up and get things going. And there's also a customer support channel, Zoom, that is open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm sorry, 11 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern, where the Lynette's team, she's got a team that's going to walk you through the setup process individually if anybody has any issues, so that you don't have to be I have that one person, man, Brandon, I don't understand all this crypto stuff. Yeah, you helped me sign up, but I don't have time to sign my mom up, and them. They don't get that. We have customer support. That all you got to do is send them to the customer support.
How much does that cost? How much does that cost? Free. Who does that? Who does that? Like, I mean, you don't really get opportunities like this where you just have free support. Somebody will sit there and their job is to help you get yourself started. So I don't want to hear anybody saying, hey, I don't know how to do this. You have the resources here, right? We're taking all of your challenges and we're giving you the solutions for all of them.
Now, on that note, Quentin, I apologize. I've got a meeting I got to hop on in 5 minutes to get ready for our next one. But bring on Mr. Crow as well, and Lynette's still here. Lynette.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up, and I appreciate you. That next one is what, in an hour, right?
Yeah, in an hour from now. I posted it, but it went to YouTube. So Herschel has it, so Herschel can make sure.
Okay. Yeah. So if we'll get that link as soon as I get it. I'll go post it in my community, or I'll post it in the comments here.
Oh, by the way, I'm giving away free miners too. So if you're on the call, you'll be going into the draft. I'm giving away miners tonight, so you can get started already having some from free miners if you win.
Hey man, look, free. They're giving out free stuff on the call. So why would you not want to be there, right? I mean, free support, free miners, free promos. We got everything that we possibly could want right here. So be on that call. It's going to start in about an hour. Hopefully we're going to wrap up here in about 5 to 10 minutes. I know you got to go, Mr. Ivy. I appreciate you. We're going to see a lot of each other. We're going to be working together. We're going to be building this thing out. I'm super, super excited about it. So appreciate you again, sir. And can't wait to do it again. We'll see you tonight.
Thank you, Lynette, for taking. You guys don't know how busy Lynette is. I mean, from sun up to sundown. She's
even after.
So the fact that she was able to hop on here is much appreciated. So thank you, Lynette.
No, thank you guys. You guys' time is valuable too.
Appreciate you.
You know,
Appreciate you.
people
Now,
always ask too, how can you give away stuff for free? Well, we have a self-funding ecosystem.
that is, you can do that when that's the case, right? So I want to bring up one of my other good friends real quickly. He kind of structured all of this for us to meet up, and he connected the dots for us. He's just an incredible mind in this space. Been in a lot of projects with him. If you want to know how something works, this is who you call. You call Herschel, because Herschel's going to sit down there. He's going to break it down to you. He's going to give you the ins and outs. And before you leave, you're going to have a clear understanding of what you're looking at. And he's broken this thing down to me on an even more extreme level when we start talking about the challenges, the leasing, all of these different things that we're going to be able to do in this project that are going to make us money. This guy knows it. So without further ado, I want to bring up a good friend of mine, Mr. Herschel Crow. Are you there, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, Q?
Oh, yeah, now don't come on here with your very white voice. Now, hold on, now. Come on, man. Hold on. No, what's going on, brother, man? Appreciate you being on, man.
Man, I greatly appreciate you allowing me to share and even taking the time to listen when this opportunity was presented to you. You mentioned something earlier about, we've all been through a lot of the ups and downs and seen all the different projects and everything that the crypto space as we know it has offered. And you mentioned that you don't have to get rich overnight, or you don't have to get rich next month. But one of the things that really stands out to me about this particular platform is that rich is relative. There are so many people that's not trying to get rich. They're trying to get to tomorrow. And what I saw with this project is the ability for an individual or a household to be able to add that extra $300, $500, $1,500 a month to their income,
right,
or to their revenue.
right.
That's huge
Yeah.
in and of itself. A car note, a light bill, a cell phone, without having to go recruit. Being able to do that with their own physical activity, things that they're already doing every day anyway. That's number one. Number two, in my community, I often have dialogue with a lot of, I'm going to just say, seasoned individuals, older individuals that have over the last 2 months been sharing with me, and I get phone calls and Zooms and so forth in the middle of the day where they've been sitting at home idle, that now this app has brought to the forefront of their mind, hey, you know what? I need to go walk. I need to become more active. People are showing me creative things from curling cans of beans to, walking where people wasn't even willing to walk around the block to now putting in 2-3 miles because they're incentivized to do so. It's brought on a whole new, mindset with a lot of people. So when we talk about health, when we talk, most of the time, our conversations in the crypto space are primarily about wealth, but health is just as, if not more important. And having an opportunity like this where the average person, anybody really, can afford to become a part of it and know that they're going to earn. How much they're going to earn, I can't tell you. But to know that they're going to see a positive outcome on the other side of it, that is so refreshing for me in the crypto space, as I have become so much more conservative over the last couple years when it comes to crypto projects, things that I'm willing to do and not willing to do. This is something that I don't mind talking to anybody about, because I'm not worried about them getting hurt. One, the entry the barrier of entry is so low, and the potential is so great. Whether, I just can't tell you the time frame, but as we collectively grow this community, it becomes larger and larger, which brings in more liquidity, which allows everybody to just eat and continue to allow the ecosystem to flourish. So I'm extremely excited about it. I've had many discussions with Lynette. And I know this call is getting, it just went over an hour, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. But I need everybody to understand. Right now, there's promotions, and this is for those individuals that are in position to do so. I don't want you to miss this point. The promotional period that we're in right now allows us to obtain these omega miners. I know we didn't talk about it in chronological order, but the omega miners are the top of the line miners within this ecosystem. Right now, we can get 3 for $250, 6 for $500, and there are currently 7 available mining slots that are open. So if you wanted to fill all 7 slots, you would have to get more than those 6. Now, why would that be important to you? One, the more you have active, the more mining capacity that you have on a daily basis, which helps increase the number of coins that you're able to generate on a daily basis. But you heard Lynette mention it. You also heard Brandon mention it. In June, and correct me if I'm wrong, Miss Lynette, in June, they are going to open up the leasing. Think real estate. Individuals that can't afford to come in and buy any of these, the Omega miner, when their promotion is over, for one Omega miner, retail price is $899. You can get 6 of them right now for $500. Individuals that cannot afford to purchase Omega miners at that time have to go through what's called an evolution process, and they can get that $899 down to about $600 by going through that process. But the time is going to take for them to, using their physical activity to work through that, they're going to prefer to lease a miner. And when they lease, they don't lease with money. They don't lease with crypto. They lease with their physical activity. So if you own the miners that are in the leasing, in the marketplace, set aside for leasing, you will have individuals that come and attach their wallet to your miner. And let's just say, for conversation's sake, you had a 70-30 split on that miner, where somebody else will come, attach their wallet, go do the physical activity, and get 70% of their physical output, and you get the other 30, just because you own the asset, just like renting a house and collecting rent. So the more miners that you have, there's going to be more people over the course of the next 3, 5, 6, 8 months, year, or whatever, that may not be able to afford the larger ticket miners all at one time, but they want to generate more or build up the money to be able to afford to work their way up to that. And to do that, they're going to lease, just like people rent a house and save up their money to purchase one. Wow. If you own the real estate, that's just one other area of where money is going to be made in this space. And we can talk about the challenges later, because you don't have to have a miner. You can just make money by participating in challenges that individuals within this community will be providing on a daily basis here in the next couple weeks. If I'm not mistaken, Ms. Lynette, you can share with me if I'm wrong there, as far as the challenges are concerned.
We just started testing them again today. So in the next 3 to 5 days, max 14 challenges will be here.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. I mean, can you imagine how creative this can get? I mean, you have a lot of people who are, personal trainers. They, have their own clients. I mean, could you imagine, like, hey, look, guess what? If you're my client, I offer this to you. I'm going to let you make some of your money back that you're paying me when you come here and work out with me. I mean,
not only that, but with the challenges, you can take in an entry fee. So let's say 10 people, join your challenge. Maybe your entry fee is $10. Maybe it's $20. You can charge whatever you want. and then you set the prizes, what the winners are going to get, and now you can make money based on putting on that challenge. You don't have to pay it all out in, winnings. And the smart contract does it all. The smart contract manages the challenge. When the challenge is over, it disperses to the winners. Whoever created it, they get theirs. So the contract is like an escrow. Everything's paid instantly and in real time.
That's cool. I mean, you could have a pot, $500 pot that goes to the person who, has the most physical activity for the week. And then that person could win. And, you might have $100 set aside of it because you created it. So every time you host it, you're making $100 just for hosting it. It kind of reminds me of how they do the football squares, like for the Super Bowl, right? You go and buy the squares, and typically, or like poker, right? The house, like they always, they create a little bit of income for themselves just by creating the opportunity. So, I mean, this thing can get real creative. So I'm excited about that. And then Herschel, last thing, I know you sent me a document today. I'm sure you probably saw it pop up on the screen. Yeah. I thought that this was pretty cool because not only is this something that a person can do on their own, right? Based on their physical activity, if they decide to go out there and share it. We already talked about, being able to have one of those 50 partnership spots where, you got some extra benefits there, but there's still another stream as well for the person who decides that just says, hey, look, I'm going to share this. I've got people, I've got, clients, friends, family. This is the first time that I'm really going to have my wife doing something that I've participated in crypto. She's going to actually do this. And it's because she's doing it already anyways, right? And guess what? She has one of those mirrors in here, and she's got all her friends to go and buy the mirrors. And, they get on and they can do their little challenges and stuff. Well, now she's got a reason. Like, they've got their mirrors. Now you can put on these watches and you can do these challenges with them. Y'all can compete.
Our workouts are compatible. Our workouts are compatible with the mirrors too.
Wow. This is wait till she hears. She doesn't know all of this yet, but when she finds out, she's gonna be like pretty happy about it. So, but when doing that and sharing it, there's also even more that a person can earn. So I'll just step out of the way if you want to just maybe touch on it here for a couple minutes, and then we'll wrap this thing up.
Sure. Just real quick. If you decide that there is an affiliate reward component to this, if you share this with someone else and they sign up, whether you have purchased miners or not, if they are a direct referral to you, you're positioned to receive a 25% commission off of that purchase.
Wow.
Now, if you are not mining, which I highly recommend that you do, then it stops there. Now, if you're mining and you continue to build or you refer someone and they share with others, the compensation plan pays completely through 11 levels. It's a complete unilevel, so there's no funky mix. I got to have this number of people there, that number of people. No, it's just a simple unilevel affiliate program that pays 11 levels deep.
Instantly, in real time.
Everything is smart contract driven, and it comes directly to your wallet as soon as the purchase is made.
Yep. Wow. And I just had somebody say, well, just giving money away. I love it. I mean, that's in essence, kind of what's happening here, right? I mean, this is a very lucrative plan. If you really go out and work it, this thing can pay you some big money. So with that, I think that's a good place right there to kind of wrap this thing up, guys. In about 45 minutes, I'm going to get that link. If you could, Herschel.
It's in your Telegram now.
It's in my Telegram. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I want to post it in the comments here. And then I'll also come back and post it in the YouTube and all that, just to make sure. We're going to have a call here in 45 minutes, and we're going to get a full blown out presentation. I know I didn't want to make this be like a presentation. I wanted it to be a little bit more just relaxing and us come and have some conversation. So that's what we did here. But you can get an actual full blown out presentation here in just a second. You should see this in the chat. Well, this doesn't really. Let me just put just the link. Let me just do that. Let me just put just the link. All right, so here's just the link for that call. Boom. Hopefully you'll be able to copy that. That's in 45 minutes, guys. Going to be top of the hour. We'll all be on there, and you'll be able to get a full-blown presentation. Hey, I challenge you, get a friend or two, man. Make a phone call and say, look, I just saw something really cool. Check this out with me. And then guess what? You may have a few people that'll be ready to get started with you. So yeah, it's super excited. Herschel, I appreciate you. Miss Lynette, thank you. I know you got a lot going on. I know this is your baby, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication. But to just come here and spend that time with me and my community here, it means the world. It really, really, truly does. And we're gonna come out here and we're gonna share this. We're gonna empower people with your project, and we're gonna make some money. That's why we're here, right? We're here to make some money, to change some lives, change the bank accounts, change the houses and all these other, to change our health, right? Most importantly, I know in the last week I've been watching it. Like, I found out today that my sleep wasn't recording, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I had to go in there to set my sleep time, my hours for my sleep, so that I could make sure so hopefully tonight it's going to pick up. Not, I'll be on the support trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I appreciate you, Herschel, Miss Lynette. And
thank you.
We'll do this again for sure. We're going to come back. Hopefully, maybe we'll get this thing rolling, maybe a couple weeks, maybe next month, whatever. We'll come back. We'll do this again. We'll update on how things are going, and we'll see how many people are, getting fit with GetFit Mining. Awesome. So that's
Thanks
all.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. No, thank you, Herschel. Thank you as well. We'll see you guys in 45 minutes on the call. I appreciate you guys. It's getfitpays.com. You can see it scrolling down there on the bottom. I've got it in the description as well for those who want to get started. If someone else is sharing this with you, make sure to reach out for their link so that they can get credit. And we're going to go out and build this thing. So appreciate you guys. We'll see you on the next one. Mr. CPMD, I am out, guys. See you later.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.